Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
We got our guest, Tommy Shire, and my broadcast partner, Chuck Kolchuk, returns today.
Back with us.
Yes. So we don't have a special guest today. We'll get another one soon. But let's take care of some other stuff first.
Take care of some business.
The Cavs start tomorrow. The NBA starts tonight.
Wow.
Yes, the NBA starts tonight.
Oh, yeah, I got Steph Curry playing for me tonight.
As a group here, the four of us, we picked a team that we feel could beat the Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets.
And the way that we did it is we used a filter on TikTok that gave us a random team. So
that each person picked a guy from.
Yeah, with our first pick, we got the Bucks, so we picked Giannis and put him at the power forward. With our second pick, we got... Who was the second
Lauri
one?
Markkanen.
Utah.
Yeah.
And we got Lauri Markkanen. We put him at the 3. With our third pick, we got the Celtics, and we took Jaylen Brown and put him at shooting guard. And then our fourth pick, we got the 76ers and took Embiid and put him at center. And then our fifth, we got the Spurs, so we picked our coach, Greg Popovich. And our point guard, we got the Cavs, so we picked DG the PG. So our starting lineup of Darius Garland, Jaylen Brown, Lauri Markkanen, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid. I feel like they could beat Jamal Murray, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Jokic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I think so.
since we did that now, why don't we get bold and make predictions who's going to win the championship and who they're going to play? Josh, what do you think? I just thought of it too. I didn't plan this.
I can't personally pick against the Celtics. I can't.
Yeah.
It's got to be the Celtics.
Who are they going to beat?
Who are they going to beat?
Yeah, in the championship.
You know what, man? Maybe Chris Paul is that piece that helps the Warriors get there again.
I gotta hope not.
So we'll see. Celtics beat the Warriors this time.
Okay, Chuck, what do you have?
I got the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Who are they going to beat? Denver.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bucks beat the Lakers.
Okay, I'm going to say they're still a year away from winning a championship. I'm going to say Nuggets over the Cavs.
Could very well happen.
Yeah.
I think the three teams we've really all named are the
Yeah.
best three in the East, and it's really not even close. It's kind of a joke that people think the Knicks are going to be able to beat the Cavs again.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be at the game on the 31st because it's Halloween, but I hope they just beat the crap out of them. I hope they do. They're going to be much more physical this year. I'm telling you,
Tristan
Thompson wants a piece of all of them. I think.
Yeah.
If you listen to him in
He's
media
crazy,
day,
so.
his one goal is to make Evan Mobley tougher by the time he leaves.
Sounds good to me.
Jared Allen needs to get tougher.
Well, he'll probably work with both of them, I'm sure.
Punch him in the mouth
Come on.
a few times.
Jared Allen's a nice person.
So that's the problem.
Well,
That's
they used to
he's
say
not
the
tough
same.
enough in
You
the
know what's
game,
funny?
though.
They used to say the same thing about Brad Daugherty, and now everybody, Brad Daugherty. Well, you didn't like him very much when he played. He was always too soft.
I love him.
Yeah, I
Brad
did
Daugherty's
too.
one of my favorite players.
I did too. I had his jersey. I had 4 Cavs jerseys. Ron Harper, Mark Price, Brad Daugherty, and my favorite all-time Cav, Hot Rod Williams.
Oh, Hot Rod. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my dad's favorites.
Yeah, he became an architect after. So here we go. We got the Guardians appear very close to hiring a manager, and just before the show came on, I heard that somebody was in town today for his second interview. One
Voigt?
Stephen Vogt.
Yeah, I did
I
hear.
saw that
I
he was
did
coming.
hear
It's actually
yesterday that
Stephen
he was.
Vogt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it really?
Yes.
I did hear that. I did see yesterday that he
Yes.
was one of the front
Second
runners for the
interview.
position.
Second interview usually means let's work out the terms.
Yeah, not liking it, but
Why?
I actually don't mind that.
Wow, you're the only one I've heard.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I think they need a players
manager,
manager.
Yep.
They need a
Long-time
guy
vet.
who
You know, he was a
these
long-
guys can relate to him.
He's a catcher.
He just
Yeah.
retired
Always
last
good
catcher.
coaches.
Good with pitching staffs usually.
I'm sure he'll get along with Sandy pretty well.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I just
Good guy.
I just wish they would have went with someone with some experience. This team is
I get
not
that,
that far away,
Yeah.
and you're gonna put it in the hands of
Well,
a first-time manager. And
I like it.
That is the only thing.
It is
I-
bold.
that-
It's a
you're
bold
right,
move.
you're right.
It's a bold move.
You're right.
But I like him. So
Yeah.
and sometimes you got to take a risk.
I
Yeah.
wasn't. You know what, Chuck? I wasn't in on a young manager until I heard him.
well, it has nothing to do with young or old or
First time. You're right. First time. Yeah.
It just that's just my opinion. Nothing
No.
against him as a person or you know.
You got
I-
to. You got to look it up.
And if
on-
he's the guy, I'll back him.
Go in the
100%.
Guardians group
Yeah.
on Facebook and see the video I posted yesterday. His impersonation of an NBA ref. It is hilarious. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Did you see it, Josh?
No.
Oh,
it's funny.
jeez.
I saw it live.
We
on
watched it
MLB,
live
yeah.
on. Yeah,
When
we
they
were
did it
watching
years
on
ago.
Intentional Talk. And it was just the funniest thing ever. Like he's so like realistic. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
and it's so.
It's funny.
It's
It's
kind of overboard on some of the like.
Yeah, he does overboard on the movements.
It's really good.
Like he's
It's
like,
it was like something you or he's hopping when he calls a charge.
oh yeah, that
It's
was-
something like you'd see on Saturday Night Live almost. It was really good. But okay, so we got the Browns. I mean they won.
They
They
won.
won. They're
They
4-2.
A win is a win
They're
is a
4
win.
Okay, remember
Yeah.
that. Remember that during the baseball season when the Guardians beat the worst team in baseball.
by
Okay,
a run or something.
because I'm sick of that double standard in Cleveland.
That is definitely a thing too. It really is.
When the
Oh, for
Cavs
sure.
when the Cavs beat the worst team in basketball, oh well, they should have
I've
beat
said
them.
that forever.
Yeah.
That,
You
that-
agree.
But a win
Well,
is
yeah.
a win in any
I'm
sport.
on your side.
No,
on
yeah,
that
a
one.
win
Any
is a
sport,
win.
a win is a win.
It is.
Yeah.
And people do that, especially to the Guardians. I
Ted
feel
Kubiak
like.
used to say to me all the time.
There are 162 of them.
Ted
Yeah.
Kubiak
Win's a
used to
win.
say to me all the time.
A win
You
is a
know
win."
how hard it is to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, a win is a win. They won,
Yeah.
and they're better than the Buccaneers. They're 4-2. The Buccaneers are 3-3, and the Buccaneers didn't play good. They played bad enough to lose.
Yeah.
When you have 8 offensive penalties, they had one on the defense. 8 offensive penalties. Mayfield took the blame, but he did not. I'm telling you, I watched the whole game. He
Yeah.
did not play bad.
No.
He threw an interception that resulted in no points.
Yeah.
You know, they had a fumble by a receiver that resulted in points. So, you know, but that, you know, they.
I don't know how he could say that like holding penalties are his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
How's that his fault?
Trying to be that
He
guy.
just,
Yeah.
he does, yeah, he
Yeah.
does,
Maturing.
wants to be the,
he's
yeah.
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 I get.
But
I can
at
give
some
him.
point, you gotta understand.
He
that
has
everything's your
never,
fault.
he has never. And watching the press conferences this year, I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's-
this
it's
is
one or
not
the
the
other.
same. This is not the same guy that was here.
No, it definitely isn't.
He's
It's one or the
really-
other. Either you throw your guys under the bus or you take
Yeah.
the blame, and he's
Yeah.
taking the high
Yeah.
road. So
and that's what Josh Allen's done. You know,
Well,
and-
it's actually kind of been
well,
his
he's
fault.
been not great, but
Yeah.
but I have this one last thing with like Browns fans, not you guys, please, not you guys. Gosh,
There are
I feel
Browns
like I
fans,
have to.
though. Oh,
I
okay.
have one, okay. But you guys aren't hypocrites.
Yeah.
So I'm arguing with a Browns fan on Facebook the other day, who I respect very much as a person, and they told me I should not criticize the Browns because I am not a Browns fan. So a couple hours later, I get an alert for Pewter Plank, which is a Buccaneers group. Oh, who's in there ripping on Baker Mayfield? A bunch of Browns fans. So I take screenshots and I post it on Facebook and I tag this person. Zero response because they don't want to admit that that's hypocritical thinking, that I shouldn't say anything about the Browns because I'm not a Browns fan, but it's okay for Browns fans to continue to rip Baker Mayfield when he's not even on the team anymore.
why do people care? He's no.
Exactly, he's not with your team.
I don't
No.
care.
You know how much I posted about Jameis Winston since he was with the Buccaneers? Oh, that's right, zero.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Who cares?
Baker Mayfield
Yeah.
is not here, so I can care
Yeah,
less
I
what he's
mean-
doing.
Till he plays the Browns in the Super Bowl.
Well, that'll
Well,
be different.
then we'll have to. I mean, yeah, then it's
Well,
different.
I can understand it then.
How cool would that be, though?
Would be something, wouldn't it? Woo!
I was told by him multiple times throughout the years that if the Browns made the Super Bowl against the Buccaneers and hadn't won one yet, he'd root for the Browns.
I just don't know if I could do it with you-know-who on the roster.
He probably
just
won't be
don't know.
playing.
He's probably not going to be
Yeah,
playing.
right. At this rate, he
Now,
might not
P.J.
play.
Walker's the quarterback. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
the Hall of
They
Famer's
still
going to get in
haven't-
there.
How does
They
P.J.
still haven't
Walker
called
have
him
2
up to the
wins,
53.
man? How does P.J. Walker have 2 wins?
I love that he has
Well,
2 wins.
Out of
mean,
pure,
I mean,
out of
I
pure
love it.
joyful luck.
Luck, yeah.
love
yeah.
As this guy that used
Because
to
we could have
sit,
very easily been
His
2-4
decision
right
making
now.
is terrible.
as this
Oh,
guy
that's
that
not
used
good.
to sit behind
Terrible.
my uncle at the Browns game. My uncle had season tickets forever, and this guy behind him had season tickets too. And he used to say, "There we go, more BBL." And I'm at a game one time, and I'm thinking, "What's this guy talking about?" And I asked my uncle, "What does he mean?" And he's like, "Browns blind luck."
Oh,
It's like
that's crazy. I only know the
BBL.
term in a different sense.
a bad.
No, a Brazilian butt lift.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez.
Okay, well, I never heard that one.
Oh,
but
okay,
hey.
yeah, it's big.
I had
plastic
never heard
surgery
of
thing.
BBL until that
Yeah.
was hit the boys. Yeah. Okay, so, and also shout out to the Wickliffe girls who advanced to the
boys
district
just lost
final
7-1.
last night.
The boys
girls-
lost 7-1.
Oh,
The girls
lost
advanced
to
to the
Indianapolis.
district final last night,
oh,
beating Beachwood 7-0.
Oh, yeah,
And I pointed out in my article that I wrote, one Eliza Wills.
automatic.
Yes, and she owned Beachwood the
Owned.
last 4 days. 8 for 8 on extra points, a field goal. Last night in the soccer game, 2 goals,
Oh.
2 assists.
Oh.
She had a friggin' hat trick.
Yes.
Is that a hat?
Yes.
How's that a hat?
Yeah.
Is it assist
It's
count for
3.
a hat trick?
Yeah, 3. A natural hat trick is 3 goals.
3 goals.
But a
Yes.
regular, okay.
Yeah, so she had a hat trick. I
you
mean, if
gotta-
you get a
okay.
Gordie Howe hat trick, you have to get 3, either a combined 3 goals and assist, and get a penalty for fighting. That's a Gordie
Nice.
Howe hat trick. Which
I
I
used
think
to
is
play.
awesome.
I used to play as him on NHL 13.
Yes. I guess he was like
As a
great.
legend mode.
Yeah. But okay, how about this real quick before we do the NFL picks? I have a dad joke.
Oh,
I saw last night.
damn
I saw
time.
last night on the book. Josh, why don't you go off and record it so you can put it on?
Okay.
So you can put it on a short.
Yeah, I always have the greatest reactions anyways. They don't need to see them.
I think this is a good one though. Okay. So recently my friend told me that him and his wife get bills in the mail. And she just sets them on fire and destroys them. Not surprising that her name is Bernadette.
Bernadette.
Yes.
Ba-bing!
Double
it.
knee slapper there.
Okay. Put that up. I bet you it does well.
Yeah, I hope it does, because I thought that one was not very good.
Well,
but it was
okay.
a great joke.
Okay.
Great joke, though.
Okay.
Well, no, it was good. If you listen to it, she burned to death.
You will
Yeah.
appreciate these
Yeah.
jokes 20 years from now.
I try.
No, you will.
I usually
20
appreciate
20
them,
years
but
from now, you will. Trust me.
they're not as good as they used to be. I feel
Oh,
like.
the first,
don't
I shouldn't
know.
have started with that. That
Yeah,
first one was
yeah,
so
I
good.
know. It was too
But
good.
I got this
It's
from the same guy.
Really? Oh.
Mike Fink, paramedic, 87 Wickliffe graduate, KMG 365. Okay. We got the high school game of the week. We have Maple Heights at Painesville Riverside. The Beavers have lost 2 in a row going into the playoffs.
Oh,
but
have they? No.
yeah, they have.
They
2 in a row.
lost. I think they lost one, then lost.
I thought they
Almost
lost 2.
positive.
I think, they've had a rough
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah, the last end is
Yeah.
latter third.
So
It's been rough.
we're gonna let's the standings first. Tommy is on first. I don't know the exact numbers because I can't. We had technical difficulty more than normal. Tommy's in first.
I think I gained a game.
Josh and Chuck are tied. Tommy has 84 wins. Chuck and Josh have 81. They're tied with 3 games behind him, and I have 80. So
Back in it, baby.
yeah,
Punch you back
I'm
up.
That's
so
it.
far out of it. Hey, guess who has the most wins over last year?
You.
Me. 16 more than last year at this time.
Well, that's good.
Well,
That
you
is
had
good.
to do
All
better.
I care about is just keeping up. All I
I'm
care
on my
about is
third
keeping up
system
with
and
my
it's,
guy.
nobody did well last week.
They don't
oh my
care.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Oh,
act
my
like they
God.
don't care about
We-
first.
What,
We-
what a week of football.
We combined at one point, and we lost 6 games straight.
Yeah, it was bad.
Really
Wow.
bad.
It was bad.
Yeah. Once
Almost
again,
got that Browns game wrong too.
once
I
again,
know.
you people who picked
Shout
the
out to my-
I
Buccaneers.
gotta stop picking these Buccaneers. Jesus
Shout out
Christ.
to my homie, the refs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Cleveland played a good game.
So
too.
let's go with this. Maple Heights at Riverside. Tommy, what do you got?
The Beavers.
What do you have, Chuck?
I'm going with our Lake County Beavers.
What do you have, Josh?
Beavers.
Okay. And I'm going to go with them too.
Riverside beat Maple Heights in the regular season 35-6.
Yeah. So let's go with the Ohio State Buckeyes, and they really are away this week.
Okay.
They are
you sure?
at the Wisconsin Fickles.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay.
They're at the Wisconsin Luke Fickles.
Okay.
So, and Ohio State fans that don't like him are stupid because it's like this guy had no preparation for the one season he
Should have
was
stayed at
coached.
Cincinnati.
How do you know? I think he's going to be fine at Wisconsin.
Cincinnati sucks now.
Duh.
They're like 2-5
they go
or
through
2-6.
they go through cycles.
They lost that one
do.
stud that somehow
So-
beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
Who was that?
Can we say Riddle?
the Falcons quarterback.
Riddle?
Ritter.
That's where he came
Ritter.
from. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know. Wow.
And they
Okay.
made the college football playoff.
Yeah.
He didn't beat them. They beat themselves.
Yeah. He had a touchdown somehow rushing.
Probably because they
Very
committed a penalty
disappointing.
to keep the drive going or something.
Yeah, two,
Tom-
I think.
Ohio State at
Jesus,
Wisconsin.
Not that guy.
I got the
No,
Buckeyes.
he had one. They only
The
scored one.
Buckeyes.
Yeah, okay. What do you got, Chuck? Chuck's got the
Oh
Buckeyes.
yeah.
Chuck's got the
Don't
Buckeyes.
you gotta ask.
What do you have, Josh?
I would point to Chuck's hat, but I do that every week, so I'm just gonna say Ohio State.
Okay.
The Ohio State.
As much as I like Luke Fickle, I can't like him this week. So
You
It's
also
Ohio State.
you also don't like Wisconsin either.
no, I
Wisconsin.
I dislike them almost as much. It's less with him there because I like him. I like for him to succeed, but I almost dislike them as much as I dislike Michigan.
Oh,
Well,
See,
you
I
know
see
what?
Michigan,
I do know
my
that.
stomach
Penn State
hurts.
is still ahead of Wisconsin, though, as long
Okay.
as Jim Franklin is still
Okay.
there. How did that go for Jim?
He's a joke.
And what did I tell
boy.
you? What did I say on the show?
You want to talk about a sore loser?
I said that Jim Franklin would screw it up, and he would chew out a reporter because that's what he does. The guy is classless.
Class act.
He
man.
is.
Oh
He is.
my God.
What was his playing history? I don't know.
I don't know if he played. Who knows
Did
if
he
he
play
played?
in college? I
No,
don't know.
but
I'm
he
just wondering.
I
coached
don't
like
know.
Wake Forest or Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
They had one good year. One good year. And he gets the Penn State job.
Why he
Well-
he had his quarterback ready to play.
And that kid's
Well,
good, too.
Taylor's
Yeah.
good.
He
offense
struggled.
is not
He
his
lo-
offense.
But let me
He looked
tell you
lost.
something.
I mean,
If you switch him and Kyle McCord, they fit the other offense better.
But
than
let
they
me
fit the
tell you
offense they're
something.
in.
People wanted to criticize it a lot at the beginning of the year, and they wanted to hang Jim Knowles in Columbus last year. But that defense,
Oh, it's good.
it's getting better every week. And that's what's going to carry
They
them.
need to
if
be
they,
better.
Oh yeah.
If they can go all the way, that's what's going to carry them.
Oh,
the
yeah.
defense.
they need to be better.
And Maserati Harrison too.
Maserati Marv. Say it right.
Oh man.
People who
Gus Johnson.
you like Gus Johnson?
The greatest announcer
So
of all
good.
time.
He is the best announcer ever. And if
Greatest.
people put on
Not
Twitter,
ever. Not
when
ever.
people act,
Not ever.
I don't want to hear your crap.
Oh,
Keith Jackson was
You
pretty
p-
damn good.
People,
I'll
can
take
he
Gus.
stop saying Maserati Marv? No, it's a great freaking nickname.
Yeah.
Let him do a Browns game. He'll have a nickname for the defense in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Gus Johnson is good.
Well, yeah, but Marvin
That voice
Harrison's
is
elite.
just so good. Just that voice. That voice is so good.
No,
got-
So good.
Maserati Marv. He's great.
So-
I
oh,
see
one
people on
last
Twitter
thing.
saying he's not good. It pisses me off.
Okay, let's go to the NFL picks. But before we get to the
I
NFL,
cry of joy when he's the announcer.
we get
I
to
do
we
too.
get to the NFL picks. But before we get to the NFL picks, I looked this up. I researched this during the Sunday night game.
Researched it.
Yeah, I always like to do some stuff during the game, like figure out, just do some stats, because I love stats.
We love stats.
So, in the 25 years, this is the 25th year, the Cleveland Browns have been back. There have been, we'll ask you, he knows already because I told him.
I'll just say it now.
How many weeks has there been a Victory Monday for the Browns, and on that same week, the Buccaneers lost? One, boy, you.
See, I said 7.
Okay, what do you? It's still pretty low. It's still pretty low.
2.
Barely over 1. Two.
He was stunned when
I don't
It's
know.
27.
I don't
So
know.
it's
I
barely
don't
over
have a
1 a
clue.
week, 1 a year.
I don't know.
So because I'll admit it, I was miserable
Yeah.
when they lost
But
and
it's
the
already
Browns
happened
won.
twice this
But
year.
I'm saying I was miserable, so I'm willing to admit that. So I had to look it up, and after I looked it up and researched it, I thought to myself, I've only been miserable 27 times.
In
27
25
Sundays
years.
and 20. That's not bad. that's not bad. So, but let's get to the games. We will skip the Thursday game. We'll leave that for last. We've got the Sunday first game. Rams at the Cowpokes. Tommy?
Give me the Cowboys.
Chuck?
Cowboys.
Yeah. Josh, what do you got?
Cowboys.
Okay. And I do too. So, let's get to the battle of the NFC Norris division.
Norris?
Yes.
Chuck Norris?
That's what Chris Berman called it because the NFL Central, before realignment, which is basically the same as the NFC North, the NFC Central was the exact same as the NHL Norris division. Same cities. So he called it the Norris division. So we got the Vikings at the Packers. Tommy,
Vikings.
what do you got, Chuck?
Could you guess?
You're going to pick the Packers?
No, he's not.
I was going to say the Vikings are better than the
No,
Browns.
he's not.
Go on.
Minnesota.
Okay, Minnesota. What do
Yeah.
you got, Josh?
Yeah, just like Chuck, I've given the Packers too many chances. It's going to have to be the Vikings.
Correct.
Whenever Josh says that, it goes the opposite.
You people have really turned.
I know
on-
because the Broncos freaking won last
Yeah.
week, so I don't know what to do anymore.
You people have really turned on the Green Bay Packing Company, haven't you? And so have I. Vikings. We got
I never liked them.
the Atlanta Falcons, pigs, at the Tennessee Titans. Tommy?
Falcons. Henry's getting traded before.
Oh, I doubt it. Go. Well, you never know.
Titans.
Go on, Chuck.
And they just
Titans?
traded Byard to the Eagles.
What do you got, Josh? We'll trade them all. The Buccaneers play them in a couple weeks. So.
I'll take
I can't see the Falcons winning again, so I'm gonna have to go with the Titans.
Yeah. I went with the Titans.
There's my game.
This is our chance, Chuck. This is our chance.
This
Let's see. We got the
get within 2.
Saints. The Saints at the most unlucky team in the NFL, the Indianapolis Colts. What do you got, Tommy?
No,
I
that's
have the
49ers.
Colts after watching them, and I was looking at some stats on the Colts. They have a good offense, and it's actually a fact because they have scored 30
okay.
points against the Ravens,
Well,
the Browns,
okay.
and 2 other top 10 defenses.
Real quick, let's go the stats. Remember last
Did you know
week?
that? Did you hear me, though?
boy.
What? They've scored 30 points. They're the only team in the NFL to score 30 points in every game. They're the only team in the NFL. They've scored 30 points against 4 top 10 NFL defenses.
Oh, wow, okay. So,
Which
let's
includes the Cleveland Browns.
Okay, good. Well, they are.
Yeah.
They still are.
Yes.
But
still top.
They're 10th in points.
They're first in yards right now. Still,
They're 10th in
which
points.
is what they usually go by, right?
They're 10th in points.
Yes, they are.
Hey,
I
guess
saw
who's
that.
number 1 right now?
The Buccaneers.
Oh,
no,
the
the
Buccaneers.
Ravens.
Oh, they're second then. But still, that's.
I actually don't
that's
think
not,
so.
That's not bad for a team. Okay, let's look this up. We don't have to look it up.
Oh, I already got it.
Okay, but how about this? Because I didn't want you to look stuff up last week, right?
Right.
I didn't
Well,
want you to.
I do remember.
I
that.
should have let you.
Where's points?
I should have let you.
Where's points at? Here.
Going into last week.
6th.
Okay, good. Okay, going into. Oh, it's not 10th. Going into last week,
It's not.
he claimed that the Browns had given up less sacks than the Buccaneers. Right on this show.
I was wrong.
I should have let him look it up.
I was wrong.
The Browns had given up 18 sacks. The Buccaneers had given up 5. It's now, I don't know how many times he got sacked last week, Walker.
Yeah.
But
I think once or twice.
Mayfield got sacked
I don't
twice. Mayfield's getting sacked once a game. That's
Yeah,
not too
it's
bad.
pretty good.
No,
yeah.
That's
but
not too bad.
But
I was
it doesn't
wrong,
really
and I'll say
matter
I
at
was
this
wrong, and
point.
I'm not going to get
yeah,
rid
As of
that.
right
wait,
now, it's
wait.
not mattering.
No, it does matter because he was so
But-
sure.
But guess what? I'm not going to
So
get really
sure.
mad
That's good.
because I was wrong.
Okay. Well,
All right.
you got to understand.
Colts.
You got to understand I'm overmatched here.
Colts.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to fight a little bit.
Colts.
What do you got, Chuck?
Colts.
Okay. Josh?
Colts.
Colts. I mean, they're great. Yeah. I mean,
Well, Saints are winning that one.
I hope not.
Well, I know.
It's a battle.
The
of
Buccaneers
Super
are
Bowl.
still in second place, and I don't want to hear bad division.
The
I don't
Browns
wanna
would
hear
be
that.
first in that division.
So what? They're not. They're not in that division, right? Let's
No.
remember
No.
2007.
Yeah. That's
Well,
crazy.
let's go on to the game.
The way we're going, this might be the longest show in history.
no,
Yeah, seriously.
Let's go on to that game with the new and improved.
We went fast on the picks.
Well, we got new and improved Tom Brady versus the Dolphins.
Patriots at Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady's back, so
Oh,
I
he
mean,
is.
did you watch that game last week?
Well-
Did you see that guy playing quarterback?
Dolphins.
Mac Jones, huh? I'm telling you.
Must have been Tom Brady wearing
You
number
can't
10.
do that more than
What do you
once.
got,
Come on.
Dolphins, Tom? What do
Yeah,
you got,
Dolphins.
Chuck?
How do the Patriots even?
Yeah,
The Bills have
They
been
won last
pretty
week.
bad lately.
Dolphins.
What do you got, Josh?
the Dolphins.
Yeah, so do I. The thing, and you know, Rex Ryan was right Sunday morning. He said that the Dolphins had not played anybody, and their defense is not that good, and it showed. It showed Sunday night.
Yeah.
So then we got the battle of the cesspool. We got Jets at the Giants. Who
Home
do you have,
game for
Tom?
both.
What's that?
Home game for both.
I went back and
Who
forth
are you
on
taking
this.
in the home team then? Chuck?
And it is the
Jeez.
Giants. It's the Giants' home game.
I did go back and forth on both, but I'm going to go with the Jets.
Who do you got, Chuck?
I went with the Jets.
Yeah, because it's hard. Yeah, it's hard for you to like, because you usually pick the home team when it's a
Yeah.
close. What do you got?
I'm gonna take Tyrod Taylor and the Giants.
Okay. Hey, as long as the trainer don't try
Shoot
to work
him up
on him
with
before
it.
the game.
Shoot him
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I got the Jets too. JTS Jets. It stinks that a New York team has that great chant. You know what I mean? It
Frickin'
really
New
does.
York.
I know. We got the Jaguars at the Steelers. And Tommy.
I have the Jaguars, and for the love of God, please beat the Steelers.
Well, Chuck.
I took the Jaguars.
Okay. Josh.
Yeah, I would have put it exactly how Tom just put it.
For the love of God.
Jaguars.
Okay. That's kind of how I feel about the Titans. Hopefully they beat the Falcons.
The Steelers should not be winning.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus.
guys.
Really, the Browns
You
shouldn't have
guys
won the
kill
last
me.
two, though, either.
Yeah.
But hey.
They definitely stopped him short.
And I'm picking the
Yeah.
Jaguars too.
Did you see that end of that game?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What?
The Jaguars.
Who stopped too short?
The Steelers game?
No.
You didn't see the end of it?
It was yeah.
4th and 1. They did a tush push and they stopped him short, but they gave him the first down. End of the game.
Oh, okay. We got, but that bothers you.
Well, it happens for the
I mean-
Steelers like 5 times a year, so
Yeah.
it does.
They
Always
are loved
has.
by the
Yeah.
NFL.
And you've
The
said that,
immaculate,
and you've said
the
that
immaculate
1,000
reception. Eagles at Commanders.
Boring.
Eagles by 40,000.
Why is that boring?
Because I like Commodores.
You got, who do you have?
Eagles.
Eagles? Okay, Chuck.
Commanders are just not good.
Yeah.
And they're
Didn't they
gonna
win last
take
week?
that
No.
team apart next year.
They lost to the Giants.
why I'm going with
Eagles
Tyrod.
big, I think.
Okay, what do you got, Josh?
The Eagles?
Okay.
Of Eagleville.
Okay. I'm going to ask you though, Chuck. Are they gonna blow it up like the Buccaneers did this year? Because on the last show last year, you said that the Buccaneers were going to blow it up, and they
And
didn't.
they did not. No.
I'm just,
But the coach is going to be gone. Bieniemy's going to be gone.
Well, I think,
Which is crazy.
I hate that Rivera's going to get. Well, and you know what? It's not so much even their fault
And the
either.
Chiefs haven't
It's
been
new
as good
ownership.
without him.
It's new ownership.
Correct.
So
But-
we got Texans at the Panthers.
Give me
The better quarterback will win this game.
Yeah, I mean, we.
What do you
kinda
got,
all know.
Tommy?
C.J. Stroud,
And Chuck,
baby.
you too?
I think
Yes.
we're
Give
all
me the
just
Texans.
saying.
And
I
you
think
too?
we just all said that in unison. Yeah.
Yes.
Texans,
yes.
Texans,
Yeah.
Texans.
Carter Joe's going to win the game. I don't know if that's.
Oh yeah,
it
Carter
sounds
Joe.
good.
I think
Carter
it's.
Joe.
I don't know what it is. I forget. I just heard it.
I don't think it honestly has to do with C and J.
I refer to P.J. Walker as Parker Joy, my granddaughter's name. Hey,
It's
it
good.
fits.
Yeah,
It's good.
It fits.
You know. We got Chiefs at
Coleridge
Broncos.
Bernard.
Chiefs at Oh, what?
Coleridge Bernard.
So it's CB.
Yeah, I was about to say. I knew it wasn't just.
Oh, okay.
Should be C.B. Stroud.
Yeah.
So, what do you got, Tommy? Chiefs at Broncos.
Good lord, give me the Chiefs, but like, they scare me a little.
And by the way, I know you people won't believe this, but we are ahead of time where
Wow.
we normally are. yeah.
Wow.
So, what do you got, Chuck?
Chiefs.
Yeah, what do you got, Josh?
I'm gonna take the team that 96% of the country's gonna take, and that's the Chiefs.
I
Is that
assume
what
the
it was?
4% are people who just pick upsets.
3.97. Yeah, it's got to be. I picked the Chiefs, too. I got to pick my homie.
Yeah.
I think, when Maudo is healthy, that's a devastating
funny.
combination.
That was a great commercial.
That's a great commercial.
And
You've
then when
seen
the
it,
coach
right, Josh?
I think so.
You've
when the
seen it.
coach yells Maudo
Yeah,
and Kelsey
yeah.
goes,
It's so
how
good.
many people have you told?
It's so good. We got the team from the murder capital of the world against the Arizona Cardinals. Who do you have, Tom?
The team from the murder capital of the world, sadly.
Which is the
Lamar
team
Jackson's team.
Yes, Lamar
I
Jackson's
like him,
team.
so I could say it.
Yeah, I do too.
Nice guy.
Yeah. What do you got, Chuck?
Chuck.
I'm going with the team that is represented by a bird.
Which
bird?
So
what
they
team is
both
that,
are.
Chuck?
It's called
A poem bird?
dirty bird.
Oh, okay. I was going to say a bird.
Cardinals
that's a
are
poem.
generally clean, so
What do
I
you
think
got,
he means
Josh?
the Ravens.
Josh?
I'm just gonna flat out say it. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm going to go with
Blasphemy.
Edgar Allan Poe's team. too.
Nice. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
It was the night before Ray Lewis's murder. No.
he also wrote this. He also wrote a short story, Cask of Amontillado.
Yep.
Wow, I love that story.
Yeah, we just read that in class.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I was not like the person who paid attention in English
Oh
ever.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But that story,
Oh yeah.
I love that.
It was
story.
solid. My buddy did his paper on that
The
one.
Dark Shadows story,
Yeah.
Tom, where the priest gets buried in the wall.
Yeah,
It's based on that.
So I liked English a little bit in high school because in 9th grade and 10th grade I had very good English teacher.
Well, that's usually
And then in 11th grade it was the worst teacher I ever
Well,
had. You could guess who that
Could you please not do
was.
this?
Sorry. I like everyone surrounded by
Could
the
you
person.
please not do this? Okay.
There are some people that know who you're talking about.
Quite a mean. We
Yeah.
won't say it.
But yeah.
Very
We
So-
got a rematch
Another
of a
game.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
when Boomer Esiason and
Oh,
Joe
wow.
Montana
Wow.
were
Bring it
playing
back.
for the respective clubs. We've got the Cincinnati Bengals, and I don't want to hear that Kentucky Bengal crap because the Browns are just as close to a
Cincinnati's
water.
airport is in Kentucky.
Who gives a crap? What? Oh, so that's how we determine stuff.
Yep.
Come on.
He said, yep.
Cincinnati Bengals at the 49ers. What do you
All
got,
I know
Tommy?
is I can't take a step into Canada. Anyway,
You can't really take a step into Kentucky either. You have to go over a bridge.
I could walk on a bridge. Anyway, give me the Niners,
What do you got, Chuck?
who the Browns may have broken.
I'm going
They
Niners
broke.
are going to
Yes, they
rebound.
did. Okay. Give me a break.
49ers.
49ers. Okay, Chuck or Josh?
Niners gonna rebound. Niners better rebound. I'm gonna pick the Niners.
Brock's been pretty bad the last 2 weeks.
I like that's a good one, Tim.
Yeah.
I think that was a good dad.
But
joke.
I've got
That was a good dad joke.
but I've got them too. Did you see? I posted on Facebook last night. It's so cool that Troy Aikman's offensive coordinator in college was Brock Purdy's quarterbacks coach in high school. The last year he ever coached.
Wow.
He lived in that city and he volunteered to be the quarterback. Yeah, and he was Brock Purdy's quarterback coach. And Troy Aikman was saying that
Bless you.
he's since passed away. And Troy Aikman was saying that he talked with Brock Purdy about him for a little bit before the game, and it was pretty cool. They shared their memories, of the guy. He's obviously pretty good.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing. We've got the Chicago Bears at the Los Angeles Chargers. What do you got, Tommy?
Give me the Chargers, please.
What do you got, Charlie? Chuck?
Chargers.
Have you ever been called Charlie? Were you a Charlie when you were a kid?
No.
Chuck, you're a Chuck.
Chuck or Chucky.
Okay, all right.
Just watch the
My
the
wife-
series.
I don't know where that came
She
from.
loves Chucky.
Okay.
Loves it.
Does she really?
Oh,
Gosh,
no,
her
just
and
watching-
Kayla
we were
could watch
just
it.
no,
watching
she
it.
hates Chucky.
we were just,
Yeah.
we were just watching it.
I
for
couldn't
hours.
see her
It's
loving
too
that.
evil.
No, she don't. She
Yeah.
don't.
I watched the series the first season. It's too evil for me.
Nah.
It's just evil.
Nah.
It's evil. Pure evil. What do you got, Josh?
You never
I'm
watched
going
an
to take
Exorcist,
your one of your other favorite quarterbacks in the league, your boy Jay Herbo.
a good
Oh,
rapper
Herbert,
named Jay
yeah,
Herbo.
Justin.
Herbo,
He's got to
yeah.
play a little better,
Big
though.
G Herbo.
But I'm picking the Chargers. I should have put Baker Mayfield on this week instead of him. He got 30 more points than Justin Herbert. I still won, but still.
Wow.
But
Man,
Raiders,
I started Baker
I
last
beat
week.
Josh in the
Did you?
defense
I
league
did.
by
I'm
0.2.
going to have to start him when
Yeah.
Mahoney's off.
Yeah.
What?
I
Yeah.
beat Josh in the defense league by 0.2.
Oh, that's nice. I
My
can't win in that
fantasy
league for
teams
nothing.
Are doing
I
really
can't
I was
well.
on a freaking roll, man.
Chaz
I
ended
was
up beating
five.
me
I
because
was,
the
I was
49ers
5
got
and
negative
1.
I
three.
can't win in that friggin' defense league for nothing. I got 354 points this week and
I was
lost.
5
That's a
and
high
1.
week, Chuck. Yeah.
You're
Make-
talking to who's 0-7
Oh, I
in both
know.
leagues.
Yeah.
No,
My
Well,
team stink.
You'll be better next year.
stink. They
Don't
stink.
don't keep anybody.
You got
Think
the-
of,
hey,
you could draft
Chuck.
rookies. You know what I mean? You could get Maserati Marv.
Yeah.
Marvin.
Hey, Chuck. There's
Okay,
always
so we
the year
got-
after next.
We got
Right.
build your team. That's what I did. It took me 4 years to win a championship, but then I've won quite a few. We've got Raiders at the Lions. What do you got, Tom?
After the absolute embarrassment the Detroit Lions were this week,
Yeah, that's something. Huh?
they're going to absolutely embarrass the Raiders.
They didn't bite any kneecaps.
Give me the Lions.
They almost flexed
I was
themselves right
stunned
out.
with
Yeah.
the game.
I
Stunned.
Stunned.
With that, I'll take Detroit.
What do you got, Josh?
The Lions.
Okay. I almost texted you right before the game started. I wish I would have. Because I almost texted you. The Ravens are going to kick the Lions' ass. I just had a feeling.
That's why I
Because the
picked
Lions were
Ravens.
flying so high, you know what I mean?
That's why I picked the
And it
Ravens,
happens.
and nobody else
Yeah.
here did,
Yeah. So,
because I knew.
but I'm going to have to pick the Lions too.
I thought you told me I gained a game on Chuck this week. Now I'm thinking about
I
it.
don't know, Tom. Look.
He doesn't have the exact numbers
Lord.
right
I was
now.
just thinking.
Jeez, you guys.
Jeez.
When you're flailing in the basement, you don't really care. Okay?
Nice.
Bucks at the Bills. Thursday night. Short week for both teams who have lost 2 in a row. 2 quarterbacks from the same draft.
Yeah.
One that was overrated, one that was way underrated.
Yeah.
So did I just call Baker Mayfield
I
overrated?
think you just
yeah,
did.
I
I
did.
think you just did.
I did. There we go. Tommy, what do you got?
Bills.
What do you got, Chuck?
I actually struggled with this game. Bills have been playing bad.
So have the Buccaneers. though.
I'm still going. I'm going to go with the Bills.
Yeah. What do you got, Josh?
I'm gonna take the Bills.
Yeah, the Bucks played bad against the Lions. It was right to the end the other day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That could have gone either way.
Yeah.
If Hung Ho Kim, or I can never say his name right.
Yeah.
You know, if
Offensively, though.
who knows if there was some wind or if it was raining in town, he might not have made that. You know what I mean? But hey, they've lost 2 in a row. I'm picking the Bills. Last game, we've got Browns at the Hawks. Pete Carroll's Seahawks.
Oh, my guy.
What have you got,
Oh,
Tommy?
no.
Okay. Jerome Ford's not playing. Deshaun Watson supposedly starting. Give me the Browns.
Okay.
I think Chuck's thinking about this.
I hate the Seahawks.
I know you're not a Seahawks guy.
Yeah, you don't like Pete, do you?
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah, we were talking about this last
become a
week
fan of
when he
Pete.
wasn't here. I'm a big Pete fan.
I'm going with the Browns.
Okay. What do you got, Josh?
See, I think this is a really tough game for me. Because that's my guy over there, Gino and Pete. And, they're not really getting it done. So I'm going to take the Browns.
Aren't they like 4-2?
Yeah, but they're
No,
not,
I don't think
they're not
they are.
they're not really playing great. And
I thought
you know
they
what?
were.
Screw DK Metcalf for not playing last
he's
week.
so- I
He
don't-
screwed me out of a win.
He
and
is
I
one of
am
the worst.
still upset
He's
about
one of the
it.
worst fantasy players you could ever have.
They are 4-2.
That actually, he's
4-2, just like the Browns.
he's actually been consistent this year.
They haven't beaten.
Oh, geez, here we
Well, they
go.
they beat the Lions.
Okay.
That's a good win.
So I'm going to ask
Like I
you, if
said,
we're going by
They
the
beat the
okay,
Panthers,
okay.
the Giants, and the Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Well, they
I
beat
said,
4 teams, right?
That's
Yes,
yeah.
I
the
said
other
they beat
one?
the Lions.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say,
That's a good
if
win.
we're going by good wins,
Mhm.
the Buccaneers beating the Vikings is a great win now.
Why?
Well, they just beat the 49ers. Who
They're still under 500.
What's your who is?
the
The
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah, but you're going by good wins. Is the 49ers your
I actually do think
the 49ers is your best win?
I do think the Vikings is a good win for the Buccaneers, actually. 'cause they're
2
very
weeks
good
ago
team.
you said it wasn't.
I have changed my mind. They've
Okay.
started to play better.
Okay. So
But can you agree that the Seahawks beating three of the worst teams in the NFL?
well, but they beat the Giants.
Isn't-
They beat the Lions, though. That's a good win.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a good one.
You know, that's a good win.
That is
But
a
we
good
got, and I'm going to pick, and it's percentage here.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Seahawks, not because
Okay.
look, I'm not doing any of this with heart.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was, I'd pick the Buccaneers, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't. So I'm going
Well,
to
that
pick.
would've-
Well, would you though?
Well, I'm hoping they win.
Okay.
Hoping. You know, and I'm
And
also
I'm hoping
hoping.
the Browns
I'm also
win, but I'm
hoping
gonna pick them
tomorrow.
anyway.
I'm hoping that they can beat the Bills, and I'm also hoping tomorrow that 5-room mansion
Uh-huh.
is built in my backyard. 5 rooms. It's not a lot, but it could still be a mansion.
Only 5?
So you think it's going to be there?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe though.
So you don't know. I don't know.
There's always the
But
chance. right?
so
Not really.
that's all the picks. And let's see. We got the Cavs do open tomorrow.
Yeah.
The NBA season opens tonight. I think there's only a couple games tonight.
Two games, I think.
Yeah. So I know
That's
I
so
only have
dumb.
one player playing.
Yeah, I got Curry playing, so
Okay.
yeah.
So, but yeah. I mean, hey, let's pick the Cavs record real fast. We got
Oh,
real
boy.
fast. No explanation.
82
just real
games
fast.
for everyone.
82
Yeah.
games. What do you got, Tom? I have to pick last. I'm covering them. But
60 and 22.
okay. Chuck.
55 and 27.
Okay. Josh.
53 and what? 29.
Yep.
Okay. 59 and 23. I'm gonna say.
See, I am the real Cavs. Yeah.
Okay. So that's I think about it
I think
for
all
tonight.
those could happen.
I think we had a good show tonight. I think so.
Good show.
Right about the time we normally are.
I'll enjoy Donovan
So-
Mitchell's last season as a Cav.
I'm Tim Shire
I'm Josh Dome.
for Chuck and Tommy.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see you next week.
Go Cavs.